Wink mal.
Genau, die waren ja alle total. Der Manolo war ja super entspannt. Ne? Also,
Der war so süß.
Schatz, guck mal. Wer ist hübscher, ich oder der?
Ja, fällt mir jetzt schwer.
Look on the lights. We have these beautiful cars.
の FTX。 なぜならこのショッピングモールの中ではポルトガルの壁が見えるからです。
Now I will show you the most beautiful street in Lisboa. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, 綺麗。
Since we don't have traffic here, I want to show you this side. This is the non-touristic side. It's the authentic side of the city. It's one of those neighborhoods that was not lost to tourism. Before the earthquake, it was fancy to live downtown, close to the river. After the earthquake and the tsunami, it was fancy to live up the hills. So around this area, you're going to find lots of palaces because this was where the noble people started living in the 18th century.
この都市はかつてティナの所有者であるベネットとの契約でした。まあ。
We didn't got the correct English.
Thank you, sir. Got the Instagram. Yes. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? So this was either the longest YouTube intro ever or just some impressions from my holidays, from my family vacation. I'm here in Portugal. I'm actually very close to Spain. It's like 15 minutes from here to go to the border. And my friend Damon lives here. He moved out of Germany. It was his vacation house here, and then him and his family, they decided to just stay in Portugal. So yeah, this video is all about me using the Fujifilm X-S20 for the first time. I bought the X-S20 a few days before this trip, and the main reason for getting the X-S20 was to upgrade from my X-S10. And if you've been following my channel, then you know that I use Fujifilm cameras to film my videos. I made a video about my X-H1, which was and still is my camera that I use for YouTube videos, but it sits at home. It's my live stream and webcam camera, home studio camera. And the X-S10 was always my little vlogging camera, and I really fell in love with the X-S20. The small form factor. I like the intuitive button layout, the design. Some people might feel the X-S10 is a little limited, and for photography I can understand because there's no real exposure compensation dial, but it doesn't bother me too much because I use the X-S10 and now the X-S20 mainly for video. And then in my previous videos I always said that I don't need 10-bit. I don't need 10-bit 422, 8-bit color is enough for YouTube. Fujifilm has all these beautiful film simulations. You're looking at nostalgic negative. The X-S20 has that new film simulation. But I always use the Eterna profile and I don't need to do much grading. But because I'm also coming from a filmmaking background and I used to really enjoy color grading and filming in a log profile, I still lusted after a camera that can shoot 10-bit. And the X-S20 can do that now. 10-bit 422, even 6K open gate. And I really wanted to film a video in 3:2 aspect ratio, kind of treating every frame like a photograph, like a still image, but it's a moving still image. And I really enjoy that. I'm using the Kamlan 28-1.4. It's the only lens I brought to this trip. It's one of my favorite lenses to use. Manual focusing, it has a lot of character, plenty sharp for video, actually also very, very fun for photography. And the images are so beautiful. They have so much character, so much soul. So for me on this trip, this has been the perfect camera to bring for filming videos, taking photos. I also brought my GR3, but I use this setup here more. I bought a small rig cage, which I don't really like to use. I always like my cameras very small and compact. But because the X-S20 is so small already, adding a cage doesn't really make the X-S20 feel a lot bigger. The grip is also improved a lot, even though the X-S20 has a very nice grip, but the small pinky finger, I don't know what's called in English, the small one. It's always, under the camera, but with the cage, it's on the grip, which I like. And then I can add the microphone. It just gives me a little bit more stability, more weight for handheld filming. Then of course I have to use an ND filter. I think I use a Hama ND filter, so it's not very expensive, a variable ND filter. And then on top of that I have screwed on a glimmer glass, half-strength glimmer glass from Tiffen on the ND filter. This is another tool that I bought recently. I used to really love diffusion filters, then not so much anymore. And my filmer David, he started using a glimmer glass 1 filter. And I kind of like the look. So everything I shot in this video was using this setup. 6K, f-log2. Hopefully the grading came out well. I wasn't able to do a lot of testing before going onto this trip. So this is kind of my first test shoot. So far I'm really enjoying it. Also for taking photos. I'm really enjoying it. Even though, yeah, the viewfinder is a little small. And some people say that that's a deal breaker. But because I film most of the time, I look at the LCD screen, but even if when I take photos, the EVF doesn't bother me. I think if you're used to higher resolution EVFs, then yeah, it's hard to always go back, right, with technology. It's a usable viewfinder, and it helps me getting the shot, which is the most important thing. So before I make this video longer than it needs to be, I hope you enjoyed this little first impression of the X-S20. using it for filmmaking, for filming videos. I recommend it. I'm going to use it from now on for all my videos. I might not shoot in 10-bit all the time because the files are very big, and for YouTube you're looking at 8-bit right now. For this clip here I'm only shooting 8-bit because yeah, I need to save some space. Oh, I also bought the cooling fan, the Fujifilm accessory for the X-H2S and the X-S20. But so far I had no use for it because the camera kept filming and it hasn't overheated yet. Even right now I'm filming here for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes already. No problem. And it's like 35 degrees or 37 degrees. But I'm still glad that I got the fan just in case I need it. So, and then no recording limits on the X-S20. So many good things. Oh, battery. Oh, so much better than the X-S10. So this is the third day here in Portugal. You've been seeing a week full of footage already, but right now it's the third day. And this morning I put in a new fresh battery. The old one still has like 1 bar left. So that's crazy. That's so good. Yeah, I love the X-S20, as you can tell. So, okay. See you next time. Thanks, subscribe, like, and all that stuff that helps me keep making videos. Okay, bye guys. Oh, if you want to know if I recommend this camera over a second-hand X-H1, then the answer is definitely yes. If you're only into photography and you don't mind using manual focus lenses, X-H1 would still be my choice. Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about autofocus on the X-S20, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't bring an autofocus lens today because I wanted to be in control, but yeah, the autofocus upgrade, it's also worth the upgrade from the X-S10 if you do a lot of filming of yourself, for example. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.